Recording.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Listen up.
What up? My name is Taxi Erosh is in the building. We are the JUS Kidding Podcast, and we're back at the Kyoko Art Gallery with none other than the amazing, the beautiful, the sensational, the Empress herself, Kahvinya, man.
What's good?
Easy. So, I was looking at you.
Yeah.
And since you decided to shave all your hair, nikakumbuka, I've not felt ile feeling of water running on your head for a long time.
You don't know.
It's true.
You don't know.
I remember that feeling. You know when you go to the shower and you can actually touch your scalp. I've not felt that in a long time.
No, it's a luxury I get to enjoy. I've not gotten used to it, but it's really nice. I really like it. That I can just, I'm free care, anything, you know, in the shower.
Lakini sasa unasikia baridi kwa kichwa. Are you too afraid of pneumonia and shit like that?
From the head?
Pneumonia.
Sick to get pneumonia.
Pneumonia is little baridi.
Near chest.
Near chest, actually.
Oh, but so if you're cold in the head.
I don't think so.
But it's a nice look.
Thank you.
I have 1,500 bob for you. If you tell me why birds fly to warmer climates during the winter.
Can I think? Then I tell you later.
No.
Okay, then.
It's because it's easier than walking. That's how they fly.
That's a joke.
To warmer climates.
That's a joke.
I didn't know I'm funny, but I'd take that as a compliment.
Okay, sour.
So it's but anyway, listen, Kahvinya, I feel like this good vibes, you bring good vibes all the time.
Thank you.
All the time you pop up on my timeline, it's always good vibes. On
basically,
the stories.
this stalking high.
Yes, but I've done some bit of stalking.
Wow.
And I'd like to know.
Do you smoke weed?
Yes, I do.
Legalize it.
Legalize
Wewe
it.
na sonko one side.
Ndio sisi.
Ndio nyinyi one side.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you.
Vegan, yes, I am.
It's vegan.
Yeah.
What's the difference between vegan and vegetarian?
Vegan, you just don't eat anything that comes from an animal. No animal products, kabisa.
Including
Vegetarian,
maziwa.
vegetarian like cheese, maziwa is excused, yeah.
So why vegan?
First, health reasons.
Okay.
One, I follow this person called Dr. Sebi. Yeah, not follow, but he's sort of he inspires me. Dr. Sebi.
Okay.
SEBI. So basically, it's not necessary. What he says, it's human beings. It's not necessary for us to eat these things. You know, it's not. I'm not
But
saying.
You mean animals?
Yes, these animal products, because we have plants and whatnot, and you can get as much protein from plants than animals. So it's not. There's no malnutrition, because I know people confuse it for like when you go vegan you become malnutritioned, and it's not a thing. Like I'm okay, you know.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Yeah.
So the only reason you're vegan is because of Dr. Sebi?
No, there's many other reasons, but they're a bit controversial.
Yeah,
For example.
those are the things we want to hear, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what could be more controversial than the 10 seconds of Chile Brown? You say it.
Wow. Okay.
Just putting it out there.
For me, I don't believe in like.
Stop overthinking it, bro.
I was not thinking. I was trying not to think about it. I was like removing that thing from my. Anyway.
Yeah. For me, just the taking away animals' lives is not necessary for me. You know.
Flies animals.
Yeah.
So you've never killed a fly?
I have before, but I no longer do. Like if it's there, I won't do it. A mosquito, I won't do it. But that's just me.
You wouldn't kill a mosquito. You know, I think mosquitoes are the most useless animals on the planet.
No, I do believe they are useless.
So
they are useless, right?
You use mosquito nets?
No, I just sleep like that. I don't think my blood is sweet because.
But how come
they don't bite me?
Anyway, we are not here to teach you biology. Flies are animals, mosquitoes are animals, and she won't kill them. But I also read somewhere that plants know they're being eaten. So this is tutafanya.
Exactly.
So I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
And they know, we know kitambo tulikuwa tunakula tu mboga tudhani. These mbogas don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But sasa plants know they are being eaten. Tafari. Plants know they're being smoked. So now how do you go about it? Ama it's just at the end of the day like a personal thing.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. That's why for me, I don't have comebacks for these things. It's just me. I just don't eat meat. Full stop. If you eat meat, that's the thing. I don't
You don't discriminate.
Yeah, I don't discriminate someone who doesn't eat meat. I don't impose my opinion on other people. So it's fine. It's just for me, and yeah.
Okay, because
I wanted to say we are not by any means attacking your nini.
Yeah,
No,
we
for
just
sure.
want to
understand.
We just want to make
Yeah.
him know why eating meat is not so.
Even you.
Me,
No,
I don't eat meat. I'm not for meat.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm anti-meat. I'm
Okay.
anti-meat.
Okay.
Me, steak, no.
No,
Yeah.
this is lying though. But it's because there's been a lot of talk about guys going vegetarian or going
Vegan.
Yeah.
vegan.
It's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sasa, and I've always been interested to understand, is it because of health reason? Is it because of beliefs? Because to some, it's because of what they believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know where you stand in all this discussion.
Hey,
Because
considering we're Sim Rasta. I'm a Rasta.
yes, that's another thing
No,
I want
yes,
to
I'm
Rasta.
sing that song you just sang for him,
You
right?
don't need dreads to be Rasta. Man, I have such killer vocals.
No, it's fine.
I should start hitting the studio. But I'm like, before I start hitting the studio, come on, bro. Cause from your Instagram, so there was all this discussion that was going on about this kid who was a Rastafarian, who was expelled from school because she was asked to either choose between keeping her hair or staying in school. But we know the Ministry of Education said she should be readmitted back to the same school. Because why are we the constitution says this freedom of worship. I mean, you can worship whoever you want to worship, whichever way you want to worship, and you don't discriminate.
But I don't think that was a tough choice. Like, you ask a kid, do you want to stay in school or go home? How tough is that? Like, how hard is how hard is that?
But I'm like, as much as Rastafarianism is a religion that is not, I wouldn't say a popular religion in Kenya. Although we have so many fake Rastas like a Rush who just walk around the streets. Because even nowadays you see someone in the hair like a Rush, it's either he's a DJ. This is what the fellow saying.
Sunny.
You see, either he's a DJ or a struggling musician. You know, it's just a thing.
Why do you have to go after struggling musicians, man?
Because
it's a journey.
It's normal.
Kahvinya, tell them. It's not about the destination.
It's the
It's the
journey.
But it's a normal thing. Everyone goes through that phase of
You know, this is the point where we say we have to shut down Babylon system.
Yeah, wait, before you confuse me. So my question is, because I've seen a lot of the Empress thing on your Instagram. Are you Rastafarian?
She's a queen.
By religion, that's the thing. I don't like to identify as anything. But yes, I'd say fine, sawa. I can consider myself Rastafarian, even though I don't have dreads. Again, I told you, I started this thing, but then I just needed a fresh start, sort of. My hair was, at that point, I just don't know. I needed it to start. What did you say? Foundation.
Foundation.
I needed a good foundation for my hair. So, and just basically...
You can't add anything into a full cup. You have to empty the cup.
Foundation ya kwangia uso lakini...
Inakuanga
He's
pia.
an idiot. Don't entertain him.
I'm trying.
A brilliant
I'm
idiot.
trying.
You forgot to say that.
Yeah, but I can consider myself Rastafarian,
So where do you stand in all this in all this debate? Because I just want to know because I was asking you what your beliefs are, right? If you do believe in heaven and hell.
Wait. In the way it's like put in the Bible, like we'll burn and then we meet Nani, Jesus and one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it's very fantasy based for me, but then I believe you need to live a good life on earth, and then depending on that, now karma will deal with you. You'll either have a good life out there or a bad life out there. I don't know, because I can't really say. I'm not dead yet. As I told you, I'm okay to the fact that I don't know. So yeah.
And you don't want to find out. Or are you in the process
of finding out?
Yeah.
Unless I'm dying, I mean, if I die, fine.
So what happens when you die then?
I don't know. That's the thing.
You're gone.
You're dead.
That's it.
Like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
When you die,
that it's lights out,
dead.
blackout.
You're dead.
Yeah, the curtains close and then that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, for me, I'm open to anything. I'm just waiting to die, basically, so I can say.
You're waiting to die? Like
Okay.
literally waiting to die.
No, as
Okay.
in
I
when
hear
I
you.
die,
I
I'll
hear
see.
you.
Yeah. I don't have any thoughts on that. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like I'm reading this book by
You're reading.
as a man thinketh, and basically it says we are a product of our thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, the way we express ourselves,
Yeah.
the way we look,
Yeah.
the kind of things we do with our lives are a product of what we think about. Even the most abrupt thing that you would do, it would look abrupt now, but it's because it's a compilation of so many things that you've thought about all through your life. So how have these beliefs? Why I asked you this is because your beliefs are what I would say unconventional.
Yeah.
So how have all these things impacted, one, your personal life as Kahvinya, and who you've grown to be, and music, which is now what you do because you're a musician as well.
Yeah. I'd say first of all, it's really changed me because when I went vegan, when I turned.
How long ago was that?
2 years ago. Okay. 2 years ago, when I did that, and when I just started embracing this whole whatever you've called it, my lifestyle, it's changed me because
the yoga thing.
Oh, I don't think we do that, but okay. It just made me a better person.
All right.
I'd like to say, because I mean the teachings behind all these things, being vegan and being Rastafarian and yoga and all these things, it's just, if you look at all the teachings, it's just about love, light, peace, and just embodying your true self. And your true self is your light self. Because I believe human beings are souls. We are souls initially. We were put into these bodies as beings of light. So it's made me go back to exactly that, being a being of light and finding my balance, which is not 100% all the time, but I just strive to be my best self. When it comes to music, it's also impacted my music, because now you know what you think again and what you're experiencing, you write. Music is just about that. Your lyrics are what you're experiencing at that moment, your thoughts and whatnot. So yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
Yeah.
When you mean Ona, yours is tougher than the Rastafarians.
And
because it's amazing. Today I was reading a tweet. The Supreme Court overturned a ruling that allowed Muslim kids to wear hijabs in school.
Wait.
Okay.
In Kenya?
Yeah, in this country. Kenya is this country. No.
Yes.
This one.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Unless we moved.
Hey, you never know nowadays.
You never know.
Plus, did you know also the government passed a law that allows them to take your DNA on what is it called? When you're applying for your ID, take your DNA, your earlobes, GPS location, TC mambo mingi zenye complicated. But that's another story altogether. So and I haven't verified it, so we
just a tweet.
We need to verify
just a random person
from the Daily Nation.
Okay.
From the Daily Nation.
Yeah.
They said that the High Court overruled that, whatever. So imagine if we are and Muslims are many in these countries,
yes.
which means they have a bigger voice. Yes. So watu kama wewe simtafungwa?
I guess so, but sasa what to do, honestly.
Like you don't you never feel like, let's say I don't know, maybe at family gatherings, maybe somewhere, and are you ever afraid of like airing your opinion? Like somebody will say something, because when some people say a lot of stuff I disagree with loudly, but as if I say what I really think, tutakosana kutoka hiyo siku.
Yeah, for me it depends. Sometimes I'll engage if it's necessary. When I don't feel when it's unnecessary to me, I don't engage, but then again, airing my opinion has never been a problem for me. Like I'll just do it, whatever comes after that comes. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm like, even just alongside what Erosh is asking, normally in life, so many times we live a routine life.
Yeah.
Like you do what you need to do. Maybe you go to school, you go back home.
Yeah.
The next day you wake up. Like everything's just a routine still. But now with everything and the conscious decision, because you talk about chakras and all these things a lot.
Yeah.
How conscious do you live your life? Because I find myself in a routine life so many times. Then I wake up, I do ABCD.
Yeah.
But if I really thought through what I did, most of it was not really conscious. Like it's just things I went into because I planned to do them.
Whatever
Whatever I'm doing, makes me
Yeah.
work in a certain structure.
Yeah.
But now, how conscious are you walking into life like every single day?
For me,
How has that changed your conscious?
For me, okay, how has it changed it? It's made me more sensitive. Like when I'm too much into routine, I just crash. Basically, everything, my health just starts going sideways. And that's how I know. So I pay attention to my body and how I'm feeling at that moment and whatnot. So yeah, I guess that's basically it. Because when you pay attention to yourself, your conscious self, then you can't go off track. You know what to do. You know your body, your soul leads you on what to do. So that's how I feel I move. I can't say I'm perfect. I've tried to find my balance 24/7 because it's hard. It's hard to be conscious 24/7 or not. How do you say it? Kujipata in a rat, you know.
Centering yourself.
Center of yourself.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing. But once you just listen to yourself, you listen to your mind, your body and whatnot, you trust yourself. That's what I tell people. The body, your mind, your soul knows the way, so just go, you know.
But with everything else that is happening, because we were talking about quarter life crisis now, which is now where we are. We're dealing with so much.
Yeah.
You're trying to establish yourself.
Yeah.
You have so many doubts. You don't know if whatever you're doing is going to work out.
Same,
maybe you have
same.
school.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to grind. You have bills.
Shit.
It's
a whole mountain of shit.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
A lot of shit.
So there's so much happening at the very same time.
Yeah.
And amidst all this is the doubt. Not being very sure, is this gonna work out?
Yeah.
Is this what I really need to do? And then at the same time you get to this age where now things start getting serious. Like you start seeing life for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you're no longer now in school and living the routine lives.
Yeah.
So when all this is happening, I'm just asking this is just from what you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're an expert. You're just idiots here talking about our own opinions.
Don't say idiot and point at me.
Especially you.
We. All of us miss out.
Okay, Kahvinya and myself. And then you're a fool. But now in all this, how do you still manage to listen to yourself? And just find peace?
Yeah,
It looks like there's so much noise and distraction.
There is, but for me, one of the biggest lessons I've learned the past few months is letting go of control. Because all these things I feel come from a place of fear. You're afraid of losing control. You don't know what's happening tomorrow. You don't know how this will turn out. And that's human beings. Naturally, we want to have control. But then again, on the other side, we are not meant to have control. Basically,
say that again.
I don't know how I said it, but basically, human beings.
We play it back.
Yeah,
You said something like we try to be in control when naturally we are not meant to be in control.
Meant to be in control because, God, the universe, or whatever you believe in.
This guy is really thinking now.
It's
okay, bro. He's in a trance.
Yeah, so
Just
that's what I
absorbing.
feel and I believe in. And I've struggled with that, being in control a lot. And it brings so much discase now when you try to be in control. Because now you get anxiety, eating disorders come with all these control manenos. But when you just release and just say, okay, so the universe knows, or God knows where to take me, where I'm going. I'm not saying that now just chill and wait for things to happen. Do what you can, but the rest is not yours. The rest can't be yours.
Yeah.
So basically for me it's just I've learned that that's just driven by fear. All these things are just driven by fear. And once you understand that and you understand that it's not you're not in control. And if you try, the harder you try, the worse you feel, the worse everything will go.
Because I feel like I didn't realize for the longest time that I was dealing with anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's because I just maybe I didn't acknowledge, I was not very informed to understand exactly what anxiety is and what it does to the mind or even to the body itself and how it reflects, especially when you're dealing with all these things.
Yeah.
And when I started to look into everything in perspective and take my time, think through everything that I want to do, that's when I started to realize that this is actually anxiety. And anxiety is sort of a mental illness. You know, when you say illness, sounds like, oh my sickness.
God, a big deal. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. But I realized I was dealing with anxiety a lot, and I had to know how to control my anxiety and to know when it kicks in and what I need to do. I need to be calm.
Exactly.
And just think through because that's how things are supposed to be.
Exactly.
The point I'm trying to drive home is I realized therapy is very essential. You know, it doesn't mean going to see someone and then you tell them your problems. You know what people think therapy is? There could be different forms of therapy. You know? I could do therapy. I could undergo therapy by myself. You know, I could go see someone who's an expert. Or it could be even a friend. Maybe all the time I need to really talk about life. Maybe there's a guy. Maybe, of course, it could be a rush or not. Depending with whether he's on his periods or not.
What's up? What's up?
But now what I mean is this something you personally go through?
Okay, yes. I'll even give you a story. I have had, I'm recovering from an eating disorder. I've had bulimia before, and it came from...
What is bulimia?
Bulimia is when, I don't want it to be very explicit, but okay, basically you eat and it can't stay. You purge it, you force it out. Okay. So at that point, of course, I thought it was all about, you know, looks and whatnot, because I'm a gym person, I'm a trainer and whatnot. But I figured out that it was all about control, because at that point my life was just shit, you know, like everything was falling apart, and I felt like I was so out of control and I didn't know how to control everything. So basically what happened is my mind, that's what your mind does, just clings onto something to give it the illusion of control. So that was food for me. And I didn't know how. At that point I didn't know. You know, I'm deep in my disorder, so I don't know. But once I understood what exactly the problem was, that I feel out of control. I've always felt out of control for the past, few months. So I need to work on this. I need to work on just letting go. And that's what helps me recover. Because I tried that going through the food way and just eating. It wasn't about the food at all. It wasn't. It was about what's going on within. And this was just last year, honestly speaking, and I'm still recovering. But I do go through these things. That's why I'm saying I'm not even close to perfect or anything. I do go through these things, but that's also why I'm saying you need to go out, research, learn, and listen, and
information is power, man.
So letting go has been, that's why I keep saying it, because it's been the biggest thing for me. So you're not just holding on to things. Sometimes some things need to be let go. So now, so that we stop confusing Erosh, I think he needs to breathe before he collapses on this table. What are you listening to, like musically, right now at the moment? Hey, that's a hard question.
Could be a song from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's what you're vibing to at the moment. Just one song.
Can I throw back the question as I think? Okay, you?
Sawa. I'm listening to a brand new J. Cole song called Middle Child.
Okay.
So that just came out this morning. So I'm really vibing to that at the moment.
Okay.
He's kicking a lot of knowledge. You guys should check it out for sure.
I love J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
I adore J. Cole.
You?
I'm listening to a guy called El Samuel from SA. I don't know which particular song, because I've been listening to all of them.
Like I've been listening to a project. I
don't know. I've just been listening to random stuff on YouTube. But he's really dope. There's one he's done, El Samuel, Black Coffee, and Melindo. I don't remember what
Black Coffee. That just sounds sick.
It's
sounds
badass,
nice.
and it's just sick. A problem.
Okay. I'll just say the last song I was listening to. It's called Black Woman by Judy Mowat. I don't know when it came out, but it's a nice song.
Amazing. So now, just to wrap it up, now that we're talking about music, so we just lost a legend, man. And you guys know who I'm talking about, right? Oliver.
You think we're dumb?
You know, that guy.
We're living under a rock.
But can you imagine? You see, something I didn't realize is we talk about the greatest of all times musicians having 20 albums. Nini. He died at 66 years. He had 67 albums, bro.
And
he died exactly 1 year after his other friend. What is the name of
Humasekela.
Yeah, Humasekela died last year. So, man, just pay tributes to him. Living legend, right from Africa. I think he's the greatest Zimbabwean musician ever. And
it's amazing because now Zimbabwe is going through some shit. So
a lot.
So that's sad for the continent.
Thoughts,
so my and prayers.
And people say that like it's a light thing, but thoughts have weight. Mars, so it's really nice to have nice thoughts.
Yeah, man. So tributes to the family and just to everyone in Africa who used to vibe with his music.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So your social handles as usual.
Kahvinya, Kahvinya, everywhere. Yeah.
All right, it's really been nice having you around.
Yeah. Before you finish, what's your zodiac sign? I want to know.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay, I'm an Aquarius.
A Virgo. Dopest human beings in the planet, man.
Okay.
So nice combination. Nice combination though.
Yeah.
All right, and
I'm Erosh official everywhere. Okay, most places, but that's Instagram mostly. As per usual, remember to thumbs up and subscribe.
And we are Just Kidding Podcast across all social media platforms. I go by that guy, Chaxi. Until next week, bless. Have a nice one.
Think recording.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Listen up.